at the United Nations. And tell this resolution certainly long overdue, and using human shields is a long-time practice of terrorist group Hamas. Can we see this as taking a strong stance against Hamas?
Michelle, we can definitely interpret this unprecedented resolution this way, because we know that both the terror group Hamas as well as Lebanon's Shiite militia Hezbollah, in past confrontations with Israel, and Israel usually points out to that they often use civilians as human shields. However, the text itself of this new updated paragraph to the UN strategy, it does not include a reference, a direct reference. It does not mention explicitly what terror groups use this method of civilians as human shields. The Israeli mission to the United Nations here, I can tell you, really welcomed this resolution. They see it as their own success of their diplomatic efforts in accordance with the U.S. mission to the UN. Israel's ambassador Danny Danoni called it another step towards changing the rules of the game here at the UN. And he said another step, Michelle, because only 2 weeks ago we saw the UN General Assembly denouncing Hamas in regards to Gaza.
All right, but yet falls short of actually naming those groups. Let's turn to a different story. The United Nations Relief and Works Agency, that's an aid agency for Palestinian refugees, is now facing some financial issues after a funding cut by the U.S., and they're trying to raise money from other donors. How is that going? Who's participating?
Well, some financial issues, it translates, Michelle, to a deficit of over $300 million because the Trump administration contribution dropped by that from 2017 and 2018 to only $60 million. So you have a big shortfall over there. And the UNRWA agency, they're trying to raise money in different donors conferences, like the one that took place yesterday here at the United Nations and the one that took place in Rome back in March. It is going somewhat well because certain existing donors made pledges to give their contributions, the annual contributions to the agency earlier in the year, and some new money is also coming in, Michelle.
All right, Tal, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Tal Heinrich at the UN.